Claw Warriors. Today is a good day for ice cream cake. I got to have some ice cream cake today and it was very delicious. It was not vegan, it was a treat. It was really good. So, oh my goodness, I'm adjusting to the time change. It's a very quick, sorry. So like, I got in on Thursday and that was the time change. And then I got a time change again. So, my body is like, what is happening? Why is the sun so weird? So, yeah. I had a crazy freaking flight. It was the worst. Cause I got on my flight and then I was taking one big flight and then a short connecting flight. And then, oh, thanks Aramis and Blue Tut, for subscribing. Oh, Prime's, thank you for subscribing on, oh my god, I'm sorry. Strugs. Subscribing on Twitch with your Prime membership. Thank you. Sorry. Whew. Strugs. So I did my first flight and then my flight was supposed to arrive at 9:22, but instead we arrived at 8:44. So there was no gate available. So we're like waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And then I'm like, okay, I had my connecting flight was at 9:50. So it was kind of a tight turnaround. So I'm waiting. 9:22 comes. We still don't have a gate. Finally, over an hour later, 9:50, we get a gate. So I got off. I literally ran. My next gate was so far away. Takeoff was at 10:01. I got there at 10 and they were like, oh well. And the plane had already left. And it was the last plane of the night. So I was like, well, I'm not waiting around. So I rented a car and I drove about 3.5 hours. And it was an absolute nightmare drive. I am glad to be alive because there was no lights like the whole time. It was pitch black and patches of fog. It was the scariest drive of my life. I legit was scared I was going to die. It was awful. Thanks everybody for welcoming me back. I'm glad I made it back. That was such a nightmare. But then my return flight was just fine. So that was good. And so, yes, I'm very glad. Thank you, everybody. So today we'll just chat and we can do some knockoff GeoGuessr as well. Yeah, Blue Tut, it was so scary because it was night and there were no street lights. It was just like pitch black the whole time. And then patches of fog. It genuinely, like literally felt like a nightmare. Like it seemed like the kind of thing you would have a nightmare about. It was so scary. Ugh. So, by the way, there's a hype train going on Twitch. So if you have an unused Prime subscription that you can use, please use it to subscribe to me on Twitch. Out of context, it's so scary to drive in the total darkness like that. Yeah, that's what it was like out of context. I was just like driving. It's just fields. Sometimes, every once in a while, there's some businesses, and I was like, oh, thank goodness, lights from the businesses. It was so scary. And then the random patches of fog. And at one point, I panicked because I thought the road was curving and I couldn't see it. So I kind of freaked out, and I'm really lucky no one was behind me. And then I made it around 4 a.m. Oh, thank you, 1F. Yeah, that's what it felt like. It was so scary. And then I made it at like 4 a.m. And I went to bed. And I was so tired. I was so scared. But I was so relieved to make it. That bed, when I made it, that felt like the softest, most comfortable bed in the entire world that I've ever been in. I was so happy. And the cats greeted me. The cats were like, hey, you're here. I love the cats. My sister's cats are so cute. They're my buddies. They're my other niece and nephew. So I was super happy to see them. And they cuddled me. Oh. Out of context, yikes. Yeah, I didn't see any people or anything. No people, no animals, just darkness. And occasionally the freight trucks that were like ginormous and not scared at all. Yeah, I was so glad. I was scared there was gonna suddenly be a deer gamma or like anything. And then like, yeah, occasionally the freight trucks came and they were not concerned by the fog or the darkness. They were just like zooming past. And I was like, you guys are insane. I've never driven anything like that before, and I had no idea that it was going to be like that. And when I got there and I told my brother-in-law, he was like, yeah, I was pretty worried when you said you were going to drive. And I was like, 72 hours, that's how long it takes, Jack Tricks. Hey, Hand of the Dead Man. Yeah, I haven't spent much time on the other half of the country. I've pretty much spent my whole life on the West Coast, so I'm not used to anything else, really. So it was kind of shocking. Oh, and the clip channel's been getting lots of views. Hope y'all have been enjoying it. Out of Context has been helping a lot with the clip channel. Oh, and thanks Blue Tuff for the 300 bits. And keeping the hype train going. Yeah, they definitely were aggressive, Gamma. I was like, how are you not scared to drive like that? And so, yeah, clip channel's been going. Out of Context has been digging up some really old clips. Like, I don't even freaking... Some of them I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot about that. I didn't even remember that. So here's the link. That's so scary, Out of Context. And then to plan for tomorrow, so I'll be here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, leaving again on Thursday, which is going to be the worst because I have to work all day and then like go to the airport and leave and then get in at like 5 a.m. So I'm really not looking forward to that. And then, so Monday, plan for Monday is, oh my gosh, Hand of the Dead Man, are you okay? K-Chim, I tried to use the Hype Beam, but it was a rental car, and I was feeling just like really uncertain about what to do. So I did not use the High Beam. I didn't know what to do. I've never driven in that before, and I was trying to figure out the proper thing to do. Hey, Sandy Yard 14. So tomorrow is Monday, and the plan for tomorrow is you guys are gonna help me pick my summer outfit for my avatar, not for me in real life. Summer's for gotcha. You're gonna pick my avatar's summer skin. And then a new series is trailer is coming out tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'm almost done with the first episode for it, and tier 3 members have seen a bit. And then Tuesday will be ASMR stream like usual, and then Wednesday will be History of Tanks. Sandy, it's been good, just really busy, because then like I was telling you all before, I got in around 10, and then I didn't even go to the bathroom after getting off the plane. Instead, I went straight and got an Uber, came home and changed, and then I went to a birthday party. So I'm like, and then as soon as I came from the birthday party, I just was like dead. Yes, I'm sure you'll all like the swimsuit stream thumbnail art. Hopefully you don't pick something too lewd. So then today we'll just keep chatting and play some GeoGuessr. We haven't played GeoGuessr in a while. So that's the plan. I have not started my History of Tanks yet, so I gotta get going on that. It's a State Highway 36, so it's obviously in the United States, right? Lots of cars. Busy State Highway. Yeah, Sandy, I did have a great time. I always have a wonderful time seeing my nephew. He's a really great kid. It's like I'm not getting closer. Aw. This is a really busy. Who knows where State Highway 36 is? So, and then so for my nephew's party, I took over doing the food. Oh, Hana Highway. It's Hawaii. Right? That's easy. Right. Oh, 1F. String bikinis are not lewd enough. I own a bikini, but I don't think I've ever had a string bikini. Well, actually, that one time. Yeah, we don't talk about that. Too embarrassing. Redacted, I'm already so confused. Don't say that. I'm already so confused about the time. You can't tell me that it's a different day. So yeah, my nephew, so I got there 4 a.m. on Thursday. And then I woke up like 5 hours later. And I hung out with my nephew. We drove around a bit. We went for some like late breakfast, lunch. And then the best part though, hey Joshua, was on Friday. I finally, after 6 long years, I finally got to show my nephew Star Wars. So I think you guys remember I showed him episode 1 back in like December, but that doesn't count. I finally got to show him original trilogy. Thanks, Joshua. And so he wanted to start with episode 6 though. Excuse me. He wanted to start with Return of the Jedi because I told him... So the whole thing started because we were playing and I said, Boba Fett? Boba Fett? Where? And he was like, what are you talking about? Who's Boba Fett? And I was like, well, Boba Fett's a bounty hunter and he falls into Sarlacc. So he's like, who's Sarlacc? And I'm like, oh, well, it's not real. So these aren't really in the desert. But, you know, in the desert in the movie, there's this big monster in the sand. And he was like, ooh, can I see that? So I showed him a picture and he was like, can we watch that movie? And I was like, yeah, but like there's 2 movies before that. So we should watch those first so you know who everybody is and what's going on. And he was like, no, that's not necessary. So I was like, all right, fine. So we started by 6. No redacted, going by what he wants. And so we, yes, original trilogy, I know, I agree. I really don't want him to find out about 7, 8, 9. I asked my brother-in-law, I was like, don't tell him those exist. So we watched 6, and he loved it, especially the Sarlacc part. He was like, I want to see 150 bad guys fall into the Sarlacc. And so, he loved it, and I talked him through the whole movie, because, like, he was vaguely familiar with Star Wars, but mostly from, like, Phineas and Ferb and stuff. And so we were talking about the Force and the Sith and the Jedi. And he was super into it and he loved Luke. And I was so happy. I've waited so long to show him Star Wars. Because I was waiting for him to be like motivated to watch it and not just like force him to watch it. So he's like, can we watch that? And I'm like, are you kidding me? I've waited my whole life for this. And now I have achieved my life purpose because I've passed on the ancient wisdom of the Jedi. So now I know it will continue in the next generation. And so then, like Yoda, I passed on into the Force. 1F, you know what? No. Absolutely not. I'm not going to be teaching him that. That is not what I taught him. Okay, so this writing looks like son of a... I can't move that way. Okay, so the writing on the road, that looks like... Is that Russian? Looks like Russian, right? DM, so the next song you're gonna hear is gonna be a theme song. Absolutely out of context. I definitely want to watch Star Trek, but I think he's still too young. I think it's too boring. Kids are not as easily entertained as they were in like the 90s and the early 2000s, like before we had the internet so mainstream and like prevalent. We were much more easily entertained. I watched anything that was on. So, you think it's Russia, Jasper? That's what I was thinking, too. So, oh, but it could be, like, Kazakhstan or something, right? Whatever, I'm too tired. It was Bulgaria! Victor Krum! So, it was very, yeah, K-Chim, there's that. I'll probably let him watch those later. Because hopefully I can get him to watch 4 and 5, and then he does not need to know that 7, 8, 9 exist. That's just doesn't need to happen. That would be traumatic for me, because the thing is, I know because he's just 6, he will love them, because, like, kids are not super discerning, and then it'll just really hurt me to see. I'll be like, no, you don't understand, buddy, this is terrible. Alright, so this seems to be clearly the US, but it's pretty nondescript. Is it bad, Hades? My mom, yeah, out of context. She's like, don't watch anything. Only Little House on the Prairie. 1F, yeah. Yeah, Shadow Hog. I actually still haven't seen Rogue One, but I've heard it's good. I know Shaquille, he saw episode 1, but he wasn't super impressed. I was surprised. I thought so he was 5 at the time, so I thought he'd be more entertained by it, but he wasn't super impressed. He actually liked 6 better for sure, which I'm really proud of. Yeah, no Boy Meets World. No, I was rarely allowed to watch Full House either. She thought Full House was too sexual. What's that other one from the 90s she wouldn't let me watch? It was one of those other ones, like Boy Meets World, Full House, and one other that's similar. This is like so generic. This is the worst. I can't tell by the trees. Anybody? Alf? No, I never wanted to see Alf. I don't think we got Alf on our channels. We never had like cable and stuff, so we had like 5 channels. I'm just gonna guess a random state. Anybody have a guess? Oh, I saw a little bit of Home Improvement, but not much, yeah. My mom was like, everything's sexual, the whole world is sexual, I must protect you. And then I'm like, okay, well, when I grow up, I'm gonna play Nikke. That's funny, 1F. That sounds like my mom's kind of logic. Power Rangers is violent, but, Stormtrooper, no, he hasn't yet. He has not, but I was talking to him about clones, and he was very interested because I basically described it as 3D printing people. Because at first I tried to describe it in a more realistic way, and he was getting confused. So I was like, okay, we'll just say that it's 3D printing people. Australia? Did not see that coming. Anybody see that coming? This Old House. I haven't heard of that, K-Chim. And it's funny, though, because, like, I did get to see Jurassic Park, and then my mom was, like, all worried about the sexual stuff, but she let me see Austin Powers. Oh, that'll be perfect for Christmas, 1F. He was not impressed by the Ewoks. Which, I loved Ewoks when I was a kid, because I was so young when I first saw Star Wars. To be clear, it was not the 70s. Someone has suggested before that I saw it in the 70s. It was not. We owned it on VHS. So I saw it when I was very young. You guys thinking this is Europe? Oh, it's so pretty. Because the road says FV141. What's FV? Yikes, Hades. It's funny. Some families are so, like... My uncle's family was the same way, where they wouldn't let his kids watch anything sexual, but they would show super violent movies to them. It was weird. I'm like, I don't follow your logic here. It's so pretty. Anybody knows what FV? That's what I was thinking, like Sweden or something. Like that seems like a Norse-ish language. It's so pretty. I love it. Usually I'd care a lot more, but I'm like, whatever. Why are you thinking, what's FV, Bean? No, Hades, I did not see the original trilogy when it came out in theaters. No, because I was not alive. I saw some of the prequels in theaters, though. And I saw 7 and 8 in theaters. Oh, why am I going to the United States? Alright, so I'm getting Norway... Or, Bean is thinking Germany. I know, 1F, it's totally true. The United States is, like, weirdly prude about some stuff, but then we have, like, way bigger problems. What am I doing? Why am I'm so out of it, you guys. Okay, Germany, Austria, Norway. I'm gonna go, like, halfway. Fruit, vegetables. Get closer to the car. Okay. Because, like, in the US, like, we're, like, so much stricter about, like, prudish about sex and, like, stricter about alcohol. But then, like, I feel like we have way more, like, teen pregnancy and alcohol problems. His meters that license plate look really long. Oh my god, look at the house. It's 666. My favorite Star Wars moment, Hades? Ooh. Okay, well, I really love... Ooh, that's really hard. That's a hard question. I always really liked, when I was a kid, I really liked, when you first meet Yoda, and he's, like, messing with Luke. Ooh. Oh, that's so hard to choose a favorite movie. Because I love it, too, and, like... I don't believe it. And he's like, that is why you fail. Wow, that was a terrible Yoda. When he makes the X-Wing come back out. But I also love... Oh, it's so hard. That's a really hard question. I'm gonna have to think about that more. I'm just gonna guess, like, between... Right around here. Germany, Norway. Oh, it was way North Norway. Woohoo! That's pretty close. Yeah, that's a hard one to choose. I can say that my nephew's was Sarlacc. Boba Fett's all falling into Sarlacc for sure. I think the scene I quote, some of the scenes I quote the most is I'm always like, and he's holding a thermal detonator! Shaquille, I still haven't seen Rogue One. I'm always really scared to watch new content, and then if I don't like it, it's very distressing to me and I have trouble moving past it. And so I have not watched Rogue One. I really need to because I've heard that one's good. But then I've heard, like, I did not want to see Solo. I wanted nothing to do with that. 20175. These are so, like, am I on hard mode? Like, this is so... There's no hints. These trees could be practically anywhere. Right, Redacted? I mean, they do look Pacific Northwest, but then the road says 20175. That doesn't sound like US, right? I can't think of ever seeing a road like that. Labeled that way, I mean. Whoa. Maybe if I go far enough down the road, I'll see something. That's what I've heard being 175. And then I've heard a lot of mixed reviews of the shows. Like, some people tell me one's good, and some people tell me it's not. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch... was Acolyte the one with, like, the huge... Like, I don't know if you'd call it retcon, but, like, the stuff... No, K-Chim, I would say episode 5 is the best. I would say 6 was probably my favorite as a kid. But as an adult, I would probably say 5 is the best. I did really love Ewoks. Yeah, Hades, I did like that, and my nephew really liked that. He really liked seeing... Because you know how the newer versions have Hayden Christensen as Anakin's Force Ghost instead of the original actor? I think he really liked that because I was like, look, it's him because he's like he's back as Anakin again. He's become who he was. And I think my nephew liked that. Yes, exactly, Hades. That's what I heard is like some BS like that. And I was like, no, thank you. But he was, I think he enjoyed the celebration and the Force Ghosts. It made me so emotional. I was getting really emotional. I don't know if it was because of just like this special moment of finally watching it with my nephew and passing on knowledge of the Force, which he was very interested in. He was super psyched when Luke does that like jump and backflips up onto the higher platform when he's fighting Vader. He was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Yeah, when you're a Jedi, you can do super cool flips like that." Although I think he was sad that Darth Vader died because he was like, why do they ever have people die in movies? He was like, why would you... He's like... And I was like, well, what do you mean? And he's like, well, they write it, so why would they write it that they die? I can't see this sign. I can't get any closer to it. And that does not help. Wait, oh, I feel like if I squint... Oh, no. I can't see the language. Yeah, Hades, I didn't like that they used it because It's not what I was used to, you know? But my nephew really liked it, so it made me like it better. Seeing it through his eyes. But you know what I freaking hated? Oh my god. Okay, Tim, I already got him one, but now I'm gonna take him to Disney World. To the Star Wars land, whatever they call it. And I'm gonna save up and get him an Ultra Saber. I've always wanted one for myself, too, so maybe I'll get us both one. Shoot, what was I gonna say? Oh my gosh, you guys, what was I gonna say? Oh, that's bugging me so much. It was related to my nephew. Darth Vader, people dying. Ah! What was I gonna say? Yeah, I know, Hades. I was like, see, he didn't think I don't think he thought Han Solo was very cool, and I was like, well, I guess it's because we're watching 6, and Han Solo is way cooler in episode 4 and 5, right? Oh, absolutely, Jack Tricks, but I assume I have to be a Sith. Well, out of context, that's implied. Yeah, I have an Ultra Sabers, like exactly what I want saved. So I need to get us both one. Yeah, Hades, I think you're right. That sounds... Oh, yes, thank you, Hades. Okay, so what I do hate, though, oh my god, when I was watching with him, I forgot. In Jabba's palace, they have that awful added scene with the CGI creatures doing the singing performance. Has anyone seen that? I had forgotten they added that, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so painfully awful. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? I always get thrown off by those added scenes, too, because there's like an added scene where they just show some banthas walking, and I was like, I do not... It's like really short, but it always throws me off, because I'm like, what the fudge? Oh, it was the worst Stormtrooper. I was like, I know, I forgot about that, and it comes on, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how long is this? It's so awful. And I told him, I was like, this is an added scene, buddy. This is garbage. Don't. Close your eyes. No, it's not the Cantina Band redacted. It's like this bizarre scene with these added CGI creatures that were not in the original. Yes, thank you, K-Chim. Galaxy Edge. I couldn't remember what it was called. And it's this singing, and it's just so weird. And there's like these three women that are like human, not CGI, but I don't think they were in the originally either. It's just like, it's... No, Hand of the Dead Man. It was not part of it. The original movie. Oh, thank you, 1F. The DC... I know, I didn't think of that. I should have thought of it ahead of time, but I did not. Although, you know, then if I did, then maybe he wouldn't have had the Hayden Christensen at the end. It's funny, because they also have that thing where... At the end, they show Celebration on all the different planets, like Naboo and Coruscant and stuff. And I'm like, oh, that's Naboo. And he was like, it was funny. K-Chim, it's different. It's not the regular band. It's like a completely brand new scene. That, like, the characters didn't exist before. Like, nothing about it was in it before. Got a request from Gadako. No, Commander. I am the Rapture Queen. So it was awful. Filled me with rage and yet deep sadness. Forget it. I'm just gonna say this is the PNW. Pacific Northwest. We are going with the border of Oregon. Wow, that was Czechia. What was supposed to hint that to me? Just inside the border of Czechia. So, yeah, so that was great. Oh my gosh. Look at that building over there. I want to see it. So, yes. What's everybody thinking about the Nikkei summer announcements? Excuse me. Share my thought. Oh, 1F, yes. Sharing thoughts. I like the dev note and getting us getting the China quality of life. Kidako. So, yeah, Blue Tut. So, I'm not surprised by Elig, but I am surprised we actually got a Summer Pilgrim. Although I'm not excited for another 1% banner. Look at this building. What is this? And then, yeah, Rappy finally left her chair, Jack Tricks. I'm excited she's getting a skin because I hate her current design. Like, I don't like her hair. I don't like the way her dress fits her. So 1F. But the funny thing is, like, this new skin looks nothing like her. She looks like 5 years younger, like a teen, a flirty teen rappy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking out of context. I was like, I've never seen a house like this, and they do look European, don't they? It only lets me go this way. And then it's just like mud. I swear I'm on hard version. I don't remember this game being so difficult. Oh, look, this says E seller. F seller? E seller, look. I'm also excited for the favorite items and shocked that Tove got one since she's already meta. Gadako, I like Rappy's original skin, but I do not care for her Rappy Red Hood skin, no. Summers for gotcha. Yeah, the mold revamps are finally happening. And I'm curious to see how they're going to compensate for past molds. E-seller. Does anyone know what country has E-seller? Seller with a C? Where do you... I didn't see that out of context. I think you were more tuned into that than me. Ooh. Oh, look. Rue de Moulin. So this is France. Or somewhere they speak French. One if people are saying she has something from Marion 2 in her design, which is weird and ruins my Rappy versus Red versus Marion jokes. Tickly. Yeah, so I'm thinking France, unless it's a country where they speak French, I mean. My God. My brain. Anyone know where the more rural regions of France are? Let's go with Rouen, because that reminds me of... Ah, it was Brussels. It was somewhere else. Yeah. It was still pretty good. Hades, I submitted my... Sorry. Okay. I submitted my auditions right before leaving on my trip. They close, the auditions close on the 16th, so I'm hoping to hear something soonish. There's a lot of competition though. Over 110 entries so far, so I'm not sure if I'll get anything. Daniel Nogaris, I didn't get myself in trouble, just a dangerous drive where I risked my life unintentionally. Spring Vista Lane. At first I saw Vista and was like, oh, Spanish. And then I'm like, oh, Spring Vista Lane. Yeah, no. Not Spanish. I mean, Vista is still Spanish, but don't think it's a Spanish-speaking country. That's a nice house. Oh, I'm thirsty. I'm sleepy. Oh, holy cow. Out of context, what did you clip? What did I do? Ooh, hey, are those some duckies? Oh, I thought they were duckies. I was so excited. Okay, Chim, thank God we're finally getting an event that takes place after Rappy's change. It's getting silly how everything has to take place before Chapter 34 or whatever it was. There's 104 days of summer vacation. Yes, holy context. Out of context, I was thinking of you because my sister's dog, they just got her a new toy, and she brought it to me, and guess what it is? It was, yes, very close, Hades. It was a Highland cow. It's her new toy that she's obsessed with. Oh, hey, look. Anybody know Stouffville Road or Unionville? A snail. Why would you think snail out of context? Yeah, Gadaga. Annual problem for our generation is finding a good way to spend it. Like maybe building a rocket or running on my... Yeah, it was a real cow, 1F. She just carries it around on a lead. Oh my gosh, that reminds me, you guys. So, finally saw my nephew's Minecraft world. It's super impressive. I was like, OMG, no wonder you weren't very impressed by my world. Yours is amazing. I was blown away. Anybody know Unionville or Stouffville Road? Redacted, you think it's Canada? Chris, sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. There might be a way Crown and Crew can help her get her main heroine status back. You'll have to tune in on Monday. Yes, Joshua, always. Alright, redacted thing. Oh, look! Oh, this seems like maybe you're right. York Regional Road. That sounds kind of Canadian, right? York Regional Road 3. 1F, I was like blown away. His house was so impressive. Like, because he's just turning 6. So I was like, you made this? Like, you made this? And I watched him, although it was funny because then we were playing in his world and I was making like a sky house and I was really happy with how it was going. And then the next morning he was like, hey, I kept working on your house for you. And I was like, oh, and he's like, yeah, I made it so that it's like an indoor pool and you can go fishing. And I'm like, oh, because I think he filled my second level with water, which wasn't what I was going for, but I was like, oh, well, it's your world. Yeah, Gamma, apparently we super have to step up our game. I was like, oh, that's why he's not impressed at... Because I showed him my world, and he was like, it's fine. But, his was way better. Alright, I think I'm just gonna go with Canada. Wait, the old name for Ontario was York. Interesting. Was it... But it wasn't called New York, it was just called York. Ah, it's making me turn. It's so weird with the cars. Springvale. I want to see this sign. Springvale Church. I know, Blue Tut. There's ads? Jason, what are you talking about? Interesting. Oh yes, now I see it's a church. There shouldn't be any ads on YouTube. And if you're a Prime sub on Twitch, there's no ads. But if not, then you might be getting some ads. Are we driving backwards out of context? Yeah. K-Chim, he out video games me in general with like the ones that he plays. Because there's this other one he likes called Wobbly Life. And I suck at it. What were we gonna say? Canada. We're gonna go with Ontario. Let's just go right there. Ooh, it was right outside Toronto, so pretty close. I guess that's still Ontario. Nice. Joshua, I think that's a good way to put it. Like, she doesn't feel like Rappy anymore. It's not character development as much as it's just like another person. Oh, ads on GeoGuessr? I hadn't noticed. I'm really out of it. Orabank Road. Sorry, Jason. Yeah, Jason, this is GeoGuessr where you look and you're supposed to try to figure out where in the world it is. Ooh. Kingsport City Limit. Yeah, small towns. Olole. Stop it. Let me turn. See, another church. It definitely has small town vibes. Fighting building a rocket, or fighting a mummy, or climbing up the Eiffel Tower. What is that blue thing? Two of them. Two blue things. Oh, Night Bean 175. Thanks for joining. Exactly, Daniel Nogaris. I remember that. I have vague memories of that show. I know I watched it. I always wanted... Okay, so I had this idea. I wanted to go... When I was, like, 20, I was like, I'm gonna go as sexy Carmen Sandiego for Halloween. Because I never got to do, like, a... You know, when I was, like, young college age, I never got to do a slutty Halloween costume. Everyone told me they didn't think it was me. And I was like... Hey. What's that supposed to mean? Lawson's Auto and Speed. See a request from Gadako. Discovering something that doesn't exist, or giving a monkey a shower. Kansas, North Carolina. Creating nanobots, or locating Frankenstein's brain. Or a bank, Free Will Baptist. Anybody? Yeah, K-Chim. That's what everybody told me, like, multiple different people. Because then I was like, oh, I'll go as Wonder Woman. I'll just wear, like, a bra top. And they were like, that doesn't seem like you. And I was like, ah! I've always gotten that. Everybody's always been like, oh, you're so innocent. And I'm like, no, I'm so bad. I'm bad. I'm really naughty. I do things like... That one time I broke my mom's rules and I watched part of an episode of the OC. Yeah, I did that. Shocked. What's this one? This and that corner thrift shop. This looks like not real. I do other bad things, like sometimes I eat a whole box of Cheez-Its. Cam Spectre, what, like a pervert? Let's see. Oh, sorry, I missed your thing, Hades. Hades, I would be interested, but I feel like it would be a little too much work with my, you know, because I do still work full time and the channel already takes a lot of time. I don't think if I got to a point where the channel was more full time for me, then I could do something like that. But until then, probably not. I love Cheez-Its. And I'm vegan, so I don't usually eat Cheez-Its. But sometimes I'm just like feeling whatever. Like sometimes when I'm sick, the only thing that sounds good to eat is Cheez-Its. I don't know why. This is so boring. Okay, what'd you guys say? You said like, North Carolina? I'm gonna go with North Carolina. Greensboro. Hey! Wait, is that North Carolina? It was... Wait, what state is that? Tennessee? These borders are hard to see. I guess it was in Tennessee, but it was really close. Nice. Ooh, singing. You want me to sing as Siren? That's tricky. Okay, give me a second. I adore it so much. Finding a dodo bird, painting a continent, or driving grave insane bubbles. That's tricky. Yeah, I hope that comes, Hades. Like, if I could take the voice acting and the creating full time, that'd be awesome. Thanks, God of Wolves, for subscribing with your Prime. So this is clearly US. American... Oh, what the... Trying to read that sign. American Legion. Can't read the rest. Orida, South Dakota. Okay, we're in South Dakota. That was easy. Let's find Orida. Wait, can I make this... What? Son of a... No, wait, I thought... How do I full size this? I thought that was gonna full size it. Do I have to drag? Oh, okay. Alright, what did I just say, guys? South Dakota? Said it was Orida. Who knows where Orida is? Oh, or maybe it was Oneida. I see Oneida. Maybe I couldn't read it good. But what if there's an Orida and an Oneida? No, it says Oneida. Oh, yeah. Check it out, y'all. Jackie Chan. Hold on, I'm catching up. I sound like from the movie The Suit with Jackie Chan. It's called The Suit? I don't think I've seen that one. Yeah, Redacted, that would be awesome. I mean, that's kind of why I'm doing, like, I did, like, the audition for that thing, even though I think it's, like, unpaid, is because, like, want to build up my, my resume, you know? It's funny because I was like finalizing my additions and I had to make sure I was doing them the same how I did them with you guys when we decided each one, and I'm like, these all just sound like me to me. They all sound the same. Was it Rush Hour? I've seen Rush Hour 1. I can't remember if I've seen Rush Hour 2 though. But well, yeah. They should buy Wells, but they should also buy Scheherazade, the rights to Scheherazade. Audition takes are in the Discord, by the way, if you want to listen. I felt like Millie and Commander Detrice were my best. The heck does it say on this wagon thing? Huh. As you can see, there's a whole lot of stuff. Oh, look! Is that a cow? Out of context, you seeing this? A lot of stuff to do before school. Oh, look, another cow! Starts this fall. So stick with us, cause Phineas and Ferb are gonna do it all. Oh, it's called The Tuxedo. Huh. I'm gonna Google that on my phone. I don't think I've heard of that. So I feel like I've seen a decent amount of Jackie Chan movies. My dad. Oh, with Jennifer Love Hewitt. Huh. What year was this? 2002. Yeah, I never saw that one. Cow. 2 cows. When I was visiting my sister, I got to see a bunch of horses. It was very exciting. Oh, another cow, you guys! Oh my god. Whoa. What is happening? Stop it. Stop. Stop. I command you. There it is. Another cow. So I like this place. This is a place that I like. Wait, what did that say on the road? Does it say anything on the road? Is that another cow? Out of context, there's cows everywhere. This is Cowland. There are 38 cows near you, Shadowhog? That's awesome. Yeah, look at them all enjoy. Oh my gosh, there's so many cows. This is Cowland, and they have their clothes on a line. I don't know if that tells us anything. I assume that tells us it's pretty rural. So stick with us, cause they seem like the cows are on the smaller side. Ooh, what's that machine? Ooh, look, you guys. Here's some hints. What's that machine? Anybody know? The red thing? These people are hanging out. What do their clothing tell us? Another cow. It is Cow Utopia. I was thinking India. Redacted. Does anybody know what that red machine is? Out of context? Getting my steps in, guys. So stick with us, cause Phineas and Ferb are gonna do it all. So stick with us, cause Phineas and Ferb are gonna do it all. Mom, Phineas and Ferb are making a title sequence. Wah. My nephew loves the Backyard Beach song from Phineas and Ferb. A backyard beach, a backyard beach, dubba 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 backyard beach. Get my steps in. Let's keep looking. We're thinking India or Pakistan. Why you do this to me, machine? Howie. Okay, it keeps doing this thing where it's like sticking. It's very annoying. Backyard beach. Backyard beach. The new season of... What are you referring to, God of Wolves? A coconut shaver. Ooh. I've never seen one of those, Redacted. Are those more cows? Is that what I'm seeing? Oh, no. It's a more cow. Backyard beach. A backyard beach. Oh, I have not. No, I heard there was a new one, though, so I was gonna go watch that. I love the songs. No, I need to do that. Is it on Netflix? Wait, no, not on Netflix. It must be on Disney. I used to watch Phineas and Ferb on Netflix, but Netflix is constantly losing everything they have. So I stopped paying for Netflix. Disney Plus, okay. I felt like with the old seasons, at a certain point, they kind of ran out of ideas and the episodes weren't quite as good. I really did love... Have you guys seen the Star Wars one, though? I love the Tatooine song. We love Tatooine. All right, we're gonna go with India. We're gonna go right here. Now let's go with Punjab. Oh, it was. What does that say? I can't see past the flag. Madhya Pradesh. It was India. Oh. So, bow chicka bow wow. That's what my baby said. Meow meow meow. And my heart starts thumping. Chicka chicka chew up. Never gonna stop. Get you goo means that I love you. My baby's got her own way of talking. Whenever she says something sweet, and she knows it's my world, she's a rockin', but my vocabulary's incomplete. No, it may sound confusing. Sometimes I wish she'd give it to me straight, but I never feel like I'm losing when I take the time to translate. That's what I'm talking about. Meow, chicka, bow, wow. The cat's attacking me. So my baby said, Hades, I have watched Robot Chicken Star Wars and I love it. I haven't watched it in a while, but I do love it. Especially, I think my favorite is when he's like that, you were such a, when he's like, when the Emperor's like, you were a whiny little bitch about, I'm gonna tell everyone what a whiny bitch you were about that, Patamame or Panda Bear or whatever. He's like, oh, he's crying. Oh, jeez. I think that's my favorite bit. Shaquille, I don't know that I watched that series, or not much, so I'd have to look into that. I don't think I've watched that series. Oh fudge! Right, you're right, Redacted. I forgot about Disney and their vengeance against people being fans. So, oh man. Bit early in the week for my singing Hand of the Dead Man. Is that what you mean? It's valid. Oh, so yes, I think the cat wants some attention because I was out of town. She tries to act like she doesn't care, but then when I get back from out of town, she's like, please never leave again. So, oh yeah, I do love that. Good stuff. You think so, Shadowhawk? Cobblestone, what's the second word? Village. Cobblestone Village, I think is what it says. Cobblestone Village. Yeah, Cobblestone Village. Oh, here comes the cat. Okay. Let's be cool. Let's be cool. We don't have to take out our anger. Hello. My least favorite Disney movie? Did I never say that out of context? I definitely don't care for Bambi. I really don't like Pinocchio either. Pinocchio used to scare me so bad as a kid. Like, overall, Pinocchio was very frightening. I also do not care for Hunchback of Notre Dame. Like, why did they ever make that? So, like, yeah, ones that, like, are weird kid content or really sad ones. Like, Bambi's just depressing. I want nothing to do with that. Don't want anything where an animal gets hurt or dies or anything. K-Chim, she was seeming like she was thinking about attacking me. No, it wasn't Pinocchio himself, one if. It was like, I was really scared of the fox who tries to talk him into do it. Like, I was freaked out by him, like, on his way to school, getting intercepted by the fox. And then the scary land where the boys are turning into donkeys. Like, why was this ever made into a kid's movie? And then I was really scared of Monstro, the whale, too. Because when I was a kid and we went to Disneyland and you do that, like, ride where you're on the boat that goes through Monstro, that scared the SHIT out of me. I was terrified that whale was going to eat me. Redacted, I actually never saw Brother Bear. Yeah, Gamma, I think Hunchback does have some good songs, but it's just like, why did we make a Victor Hugo novel into a kid's movie? Like, are we doing Les Mis next, and we'll have like the prostitutes and stuff? Yeah, Yes, that is true, Hand of the Dead Man. I was shocked the first time I read the original version of Little Mermaid. Like, it's not a pretty tale. So yeah. Yeah, Shaquille, I don't like any of the live actions particularly. So I'm gonna be done with GeoGuessr, guys. Kids were tougher back then? Hades? I don't think so. Are you talking about Hunchback in Notre Dame? Where, like, the priest is lusting after Esmeralda? I'm not saying the story overall doesn't have a good message, but it's kind of one that goes over the head of kids. Oh. So tomorrow, gaming and you guys helping me pick out my new summer swimsuit skin. Here's the site that you can browse. See what you like. Help me pick something nice. In real life, my best colors are black and red. And generally, I look good in jewel tones. Gundame Daka 92. I did not watch anything scary as a kid. I was not allowed to. My mom wouldn't even let me see Phantom of the Opera. The version with Gerard Butler. She wouldn't let me see that. She didn't let me watch anything scary. She was always telling me everything was too scary for me. Yeah, God of Wolves, I don't do horror either. Scariest movies I've ever watched were like, I saw that one where the girl's babysitting and the guy, like, it's one of those ones. And that was scary. That's like the only... I saw that one with Will Smith, I Am Legend. That was scary for me, but I'm guessing the rest of you don't think that's very scary. I feel like there's one other scary movie I've seen. Out of context, I appreciate your passion and dedication. Can you run that one by me first? Before you post it? Redacted? I don't think I have watched any Gerard Butler movies. Like, yeah, no, I don't think so. Not that I can think of. I've actually never seen Coraline, Hand of the Dead Man, but I've known some kids that really like it. Care Bears the feature film? I didn't even know they made that. Is that horror or is that regular? You know, one I never saw as a kid was, I still haven't seen, is Nightmare Before Christmas. But I remember we had a VHS where there was a preview of it in the beginning where the kid pulls the head out of the present box. And that was like so horrifying to me. I was so scared by that. Yeah, that sounds scary. Was it horror? Oh yeah, I did not see 300 redacted. I don't think I've seen anything with him that I can think of. All right. All right, friends. I need to rest because I gotta work tomorrow. Starting at 9 a.m. Well, I'm leaving before 9 a.m. Gotta be to my first client at 9 a.m. So gonna have to get some good sleep to adjust the time. When if I have not seen the Alien movies? So go ahead and browse the booth.pm for costumes and we'll go over them tomorrow night. So join me tomorrow to choose my summer skin for Export Avatar. Hand of the Dead Man, did you mean to put that as an impression? I appreciate the sentiment. Oh, Redacted, I have seen The Mummy, the first two. I don't think I saw the third one. Is that one where they replaced Rachel Weisz? And, new video tomorrow, 11 a.m., which will be, it's a preview of the next Crown and Crew series, so not a full episode yet. Go ahead, Joshua. It was Jet Li Blue Tut? I had no idea. He was the bad guy? Waiting for Joshua to tell / ask me. Oh, I didn't know that. I remember is the second the one with the rock with the like the absolutely awful CGI, like record breaking terrible CGI. Man, I can't use the words. Yes, the Scorpion King. Yes, that's right. I love that episode of Voyager with the rock on it. That episode's so amazing because it's got the actor who also plays General Martok, who I love. And it's got Jeffrey Combs. And it's got The Rock. It's awesome. I love it. Sun cut, sun cut, sun cut. What do I think about how so many people... I didn't think that people were against it, Joshua. I think the devs are scared of having official couples, which is why it's not a thing. They don't have the guts. But I'll ship Crown and Siren. Not really. But the Mummy movie is 26 years old? Wow. What about it out of context? Yeah, I think, I'm not really sure. I mean, there's definitely fans are shipping girl and girl for sure. Yeah, Shadowhog. Yeah, exactly. There's definitely some pretty universally liked fan ones. But yeah, I'm not really surprised Shift Up hasn't done it themselves. All right, everybody. See you tomorrow for the premiere, and then in the evening for stream. Majram!